close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Karl Smith from the UK Hypnosis Academy, and I hope you're well. Hope you're fine, folks. Don't forget, folks, tell us where you are in the world. And just a quick reminder for those people who don't know, this is a monetized channel. If you want to get into more mentoring and do anything like that, we've got a $5, we've got a $9, and we've got a $90 package that you can join us with. So you can do it anytime. So guys, it's really, really good to see you all. And it's great to have Richard Barker back. And I don't know if you saw his video with us the other day, but we had Richard on with us a few weeks ago. We had a laugh. For those people who don't know, myself and Richard have got identical backgrounds. We're both ex-military, we're both ex-police, and then we're both hypnotists. Well, actually, we're more marketeers than we are anything, if that gets that across. How are you, Richard?
I'm really good, mate. How are you?
Good, good, good. I see that you've got some policing and military memorabilia behind you. Oh, and you're oath of allegiance. And you're oath of allegiance.
I got my hat over there.
Oh, mate, look at that. Your helmet in a cupboard.
Oh,
look at that. It's beautiful.
Look at that. Can you see it? Look, there's a helmet in there.
Yeah, it won't be the first time. The and your oath of allegiance, and your oath of allegiance as well. So guys,
Oath of allegiance.
Oath of allegiance, guys. Just a quick one. Unfortunately, we can only do 30 minutes tonight due to the fact of other things that are going on in the background. But Richard's going to give you as much as he can, and we're going to be talking about getting reviews and getting clients to do stuff for us as well. That'll get it there. And I'm going to pull the pin on Richard in a moment so we can crack on and do what he's got to do. But on the same token, if you listen to Richard, Richard knows how to do this. But like I said, we can only do 30 minutes tonight. I'm actually not in the office, and if you want to know what I'm up to, that's where I am now. I'm at a business meeting with expert. I'm actually working on my business while I'm in my business. So nice. That makes sense. I'm actually working on the business side of it. So if you haven't heard of that before, that's Expert Empires. Go have a look at it. By the way, you can go do this internationally. Expert Empires with Nick, and I'm currently over there at the moment. He's teaming with me at the moment. So I'm going to go on pause in a moment because there's probably going to be a party or something. No, not really. So guys, as ever. Oh, hang on a minute. Who have I just highlighted them by accident? Levi, you've gone to beat Briandon. Good evening. Hello, my friend James. Hope you're well. Hope you're fine over in Bulgaria. Subliminals. Hope you're well. Max. Hope you're well, my friend. Carol. Hope you're well. Jackie. David McHugh. And everybody else. Kathleen McIntosh, Julie Wellham, Karen, sorry, hope you're well. Shane, hope you're well, my friend. David McHugh, where's your young lady? Mario, hope you're well, hope you're fine, my friend. Jules, hope you're fine. I have got your stuff, by the way. I am doing your stuff. I've just been so bloody busy with other stuff, trying to do another project that I shouldn't be doing. But anyway, all's good. But yeah, all's good. Colette, hope you're well, sweetheart. Hope you're keeping him entertained. And Aritna Nunna, how you getting on there, Ari? How you getting on there, my friend? Hope you're well, hope you're fine. Guys, I'm going to let Richard take over now. But like I said, we've only got half an hour tonight. What I will do is I'll be showing you tomorrow night what we're up to. But on the same token, Richard, take it away, my friend.
All right. Thank you very much. Good to see each and every one of you. I see, Shane, you're moving to St. Petersburg, Florida. That's like 10 miles from where I live, which is kind of cool. But today we just wanted to quickly talk about the power of reviews and testimonials and how to get reviews and testimonials. I'm a firm believer that obviously, Karl does teach, marketing and business first, and then the brand being the hypnosis. And of course, he's absolutely right. But if you think about how you do business with other people, if you think about like how you hire other people, so take a plumber, for instance. If you need a plumber or you need someone to do something and you need to hire a service, 9 times out of 10, you're going to do 2 things. You're going to either go and hire people that you've already hired before because you already know that they have a great reputation. Second of all, you're going to ask around or ask people on Facebook, what do you recommend or what do you suggest? And then insert the product or the service that you need. And thirdly, you're going to go and check out reviews. And I don't know if you do the same thing, but I know I do. It doesn't matter what I buy, I go and check reviews. And I pretty much understand that there's going to be an element of fake reviews. That's just normal. There's going to be an element of competition bashing you, or bashing the product or the service, because that's normal as well. But what I'm looking for is, if there's an overwhelming set of good reviews, I'm probably going to purchase the product or get the service, understanding that I'm not looking for 100%. I'm not looking for 100 out of 100. So statistically, some of the things I've just been researching is, and here's one that there was a research done here in the last year, 92% of all consumers now check reviews before buying, and 40% of people form a solid opinion by reading just between 1 and 3 reviews. So that's the first kind of earth-shattering info. Reviews are actually only credible if they're actually reviews from the last 6 months. So people tend to dismiss anything older than that, any reviews that are older than 6 months. Smashing the trust barrier, which is a big one for us as hypnotists. We have to gain trust and confidence. We have to get like, know, and trust factor built in really fast. And some of the ways to get through the trust barrier is other people giving us reviews and testimonials. So online customer reviews are arguably the greatest influence in attracting and retaining customers for small and local businesses. That's really us. Reviews determine how people perceive a business, whether or not they would buy from it, or even if it's visible in the search engines or not. As you know, Google reviews sit at the top of the search engines. The more reviews you get, the higher you appear on Google Maps. It's kind of how that works. And Google My Business will rank and rate you and show you on Google based upon your reviews. So just think about that. And just think about how you're getting your own reviews. Hundreds of great reviews, of course, are the best way to earn your customers' confidence. So obviously, the more reviews you get, the more customers you'll have. And the more customers you have, the more they'll be able to give you reviews. So in my opinion, I've been working hard on getting reviews in the last couple of months, because I see the importance of them. And review capture for me is one of the sort of #1 priorities, because the more reviews I'm collecting, the higher the quantity and the quality of the reviews, the better the conversion and conversation with my prospects and my new clients, right? So I'm going to teach you a quick strategy on how to get reviews, and I'm literally going to share a video with you so you're able to see that in your own time. But just understand that the way this has now moved is that everybody's checking reviews online on their cell phones. They're using mobile phones now to quickly look at reviews, things like Yelp, things like Google reviews, things like Facebook reviews. So one of the ways you can ask for reviews, of course, is text messages, because a text message, if you send someone a text, it's opened 5 minutes, typically 5 minutes after you've sent it. An email is opened up to 20 hours after it's sent. So the difference is, 5 minutes on a text and 20 hours on a email. So it makes sense. You want to be emailing requests to your clients and customers for reviews, right? So final statistic here, then we'll get into it. 70% of consumers have left an online review. So if you think back, have you ever written a review about someone, good or bad? 70% of consumers have left an online review, but only 25% have actually left Google reviews. So in other words, most people are using TripAdvisor or Yelp or something similar, yet Google reviews are the key to driving the search engines. And I think you guys already talked about SEO a few nights ago, and search engines, and the importance of ranking and rating on the search engines. So if only 25% are leaving Google reviews, but yet Google is the sort of motivator and the driver behind all the search engines, it makes sense that you need more Google reviews to get a wider audience into your hypnosis business, because the research has shown that reviews on your website will on average generate 62% more revenue per site visitor. So that's a lot of stats just crunched in right there. So it's a little bit of food for thought. I'm just going to look at the comments and see what we have real quick in relation to that. I know we have one here. Is there another way to get verified on Google My Business other than the postcard? I've requested the postcard over 17 days ago and still haven't received it. There is another way, and I believe isn't it getting a call from them or something? I believe you can get a call to your business phone number or address, or you can actually get, yeah, it's the postcard in the mail, because they want to verify that your Google My Business address is actually a real address. And of course, if it's a real address, then they can verify that that's where your business is. So usually it's about 5 to 7 days, I believe, but it's probably going to be different from country to country. But I guess I want to sort of find out, what is your strategy for getting reviews? Because the more reviews you get, the more clients you're going to have, and the more clients you have, the more money you're able to spend back into your business. Like I see Karl's there at the Expert Empires, he's spending money back into his business. So the more money you get, the more you can put back into your business, and the easier your business can grow. And one of the ways I found is literally Google reviews. It's actually getting reviews. So I'm going to show you a quick, I'm going to show you my desktop. Hopefully I'm going to share my screen. I wanted to show you something real quick. Let's see. There we go. Share screen. Don't show these tips again. Just make sure you can see my screen there, Karl. I believe you can, right? So I'm going to come off StreamYard so that it doesn't do that big tunnel effect. We're going to go to a dashboard. Do you see that, Karl? Hello?
Yeah, I've got you.
Oh, you got me, mate? You seen that? Yes?
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay, great. So what I want to show you real quick is how reviews come into my business. And just before I do, I want to go into a little tab here called reputation, because I think reputation management is something you need to be working on pretty much on a daily basis within your hypnosis business. So as you see a client and as you work with that client, you should be asking that client for reviews. This is a program called Follow Up Spark, and you can check it out just by going to followupspark.com. We've designed this to be, not only is it a review management system, reputation management system, but it's also the way to handle and deal with all your clients inside of your system. But I just want to focus on the review element. So I can see a quick overview. Since I've been using this, I can see my reviews have gone up by 120%. I can see that all my reviews are positive because it actually won't display negative reviews. It blocks them from Google, which is kind of cool. You get to see them, so you get a chance to actually modify your services if it's a genuine review, but you also get the option to dispute the review. So if it is a hacker or a scammer or someone that's just maliciously writing bad reviews, you get the option to dispute the review so that it doesn't plague Google. And I think it's the only platform that does that. It gives you some quick stats and it can show you real quick all your latest Google reviews. These are Google reviews that have come in from different people that I've worked with. I can see all my clients that I've requested reviews from, and I can see my actual reviews here. Now, what's really cool about this is I can switch between Google and Facebook. So I can see my Facebook reviews, and I can also see my Google reviews. Oh, my Facebook's never popped in. What's going on here? Let's go back to Google a minute. I've got a feeling my internet is sucking here. There we go. So let's just focus in on Google just for a second. If I get a review coming in, I can do a bunch of things. I can share it just by clicking this button. I can share this review that came in on Google to Facebook or Google Plus, which is kind of cool. I can also write a reply to the person that left the review, which is awesome. And I can look at all my reviews here, which is good. I can also hit this trash can if I want to dispute the review. And if I've just dealt with a client, let's say just today for, I don't know, stop smoking, then I just click this green button and I can ask that client, I don't know if Karl's in there, but let's just click on a name. I can just literally click on this name, and as soon as I hit this button, send a review invite, it's going to send a request review asking Karl to leave me a review on Google. Super cool. And if I had somebody's phone number, and I typed in my own name. It's going to pop up all Richards. There I am. And it's going to text me a review request, which is way better than actually sending an email. So if you have your customer's phone number, you can just actually text message them a review. And let me just show you what it looks like. This is what they actually receive. They are going to get something that looks like this on a text message. So they get this text: thanks again for choosing me, the incredible hypnotist. Would you be willing to take 30 seconds and leave me a quick review? The link below makes it easy. And I have it linking straight to Google reviews. And then this is what the email looks like from me. Please leave a review. Thanks again for choosing me. Would you be willing to leave a review? So right away, I'm able to very easily ask my clients for reviews. And when they actually come into my dashboard, they look like this. This is actually a real estate agent I worked with that kind of didn't really believe in hypnosis. And I hypnotized her to help her remove fears and phobias of lizards and frogs and snakes and all the nasty things that crawl around in Florida. So she wrote this Google review, because all I did is, and this blue button, I can ask for a review here as well, and that will actually send a review request. So I can quickly send reviews to all my clients. But she wrote this. As you can see here, I could dispute this, or I can actually respond to the review, or I can see what it looks like on Google. So this is my Google. This is my current Google office address. Here's all my reviews on Google. There's my responses. And it's all actually managed from one dashboard. And there you can see the importance of the reviews. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen just 1 second and have a quick look at the chat. I'm happy to take any questions. And the only reason I've really focused in on reviews is because they're so important to building your hypnosis business. It's critical that the more people that talk about your business, the more you're going to attract new clients into your business, right? So how are you going to do that if you're just starting out? How are you going to get these raving fans and dominate Google reviews and Google Maps if you're just starting out? Well, you could actually go and get clients, offer them deep discounts just to get the ball rolling, just to get you in the business of having a client come through the door, solving their problem or their issue, whatever it might be. You know, obviously they're coming to you with a problem, and then checking them in and getting that review, getting that Google review from them. The more you do that, the more, I promise you, the more your business will flourish and grow really fast, and the more money you will actually make. So I'm just going to look at some comments. Eddie says, can you do anything about negative reviews if you know they are malicious, made up, or do you just have to take it on the chin? So hopefully I answered that. You can dispute the review, and Follow-Up Spark will actually block negative reviews. So I have mine set that I'm only going to display a review that's 4 stars or higher. And that's not tricking the system. That's to give me chance. If it is a legitimate review and they only gave me 3 stars, I want to know what I'm doing wrong, and I want to have the ability to actually fix it with that client before it gets posted on Google, because once it's on Google, it's stuck on there forever. So I'm catching it, and then I'm solving the issue with that client, but if it's malicious, and obviously you can tell when your competition are just bashing you, you can dispute it and Google will remove it. And all you have to do with Google is prove that they were not a client of yours. And that's not difficult to prove. Just take a screenshot of all your clients. So you basically go into your appointments, and again, Follow-Up Spark has a calendar and appointments, and you just basically send that to Google, and they'll pull off the negative review. Dartington, hypnosis took me 3 cards to be sent before I got in the mail. Yeah, keep trying. You know, I think also sometimes the mail just treat it as spam and junk mail. But yeah, you definitely want to have that Google My Business verified, because then to me, I get so much business from Google My Business. Actually, I can show you real quick. You can see some analytics real quick here of literally, if I go to my dashboard, let me see if you can see that okay. Oh, hang on a second. I need to go to that window and share. You can probably see it now. And there you go. So if I go in this dashboard, as I scroll down, not only can I see where my leads are coming from, most of mine are coming from my chat widget. My chat widget is the thing that's sitting on my website responding to people's questions. It's like it's a little chat. It's not a chat bot. Don't confuse it with a chat bot, but it's actually an area where they can enter their name, their phone number, email, and ask questions. And then I get a lot of business from missed calls. I've got Google Ads currently turned off. But what I want to show you is Google My Business. Look, in the last 30 days, over 1,000 interactions, 62 direct searches, 409 were indirect. That's where I popped up because they searched for somebody else. 158 people looked at me on Maps. And that's only literally in the last, since I've turned this on, 418 searches. And basically what I can't see here, but what used to be there is all the people that message me through Google. I wonder if it's in here. It's all the people that message me through Google that basically pop into my conversations tab. So I start to cultivate them into becoming a client. And all these clients come in here from Facebook or Google My Business. So it's a great way to actually start to get reviews, is just click this button, enter the customer's name. If I've got any Johns in there, yeah. I'm going to go for that phone number and just hit send review, and then I'm going to get more Google reviews. I don't know anything that's quite as simple as that and as effective, to be honest with you. So Google My Business is hugely important. And you talked about SEO, right, Karl?
Yes, I did, mate. Yeah, search engine optimization, yes.
I mean, it's so important because what I don't understand is if only 25% of people fill out reviews on Google, and yet Google's the #1 search engine, and yet we live on Google and we thrive on getting more Google customers. Why aren't we pushing more reviews through Google? I mean, we should be, because that's where we live and that's where people search.
All my students, Richard, when they finish Kinetic Shift, they get an option at the end. If they want their certificate, they can leave a review.
Leave a review.
And the key thing is a question there for you. But the key thing is that's the point. Point being is that about reviews. Google's one of the best places. Facebook, I used to get a lot of Facebook, but now I've come away from Facebook because Facebook's a community, and if you're not in that community, then people won't see it. So what I tend to do is I just use Google and I use this YouTube because it's a search engine, and that's what it is. It's there for that.
It's like even on my phone, if I'm on my phone and I'm going to, Google Maps, I'm actually on the way to a direction or a location, getting reviews coming in to the businesses that I want to do business with. Let me answer that. Colette asked, had one. Yeah, that one. Does Follow Up Spark allow for more than one therapist in a business? You can have as many as you want. So what you do is you'll create a team, and it's called Team Colette, for example, or whatever your hypnosis business is. And then you can actually have 10 therapists in there. You could have, 5 virtual assistants, a couple of admins if you wanted to. You just build out your team. They all have their own email addresses. They can all have access to Follow Up Spark, but you can turn off all the things you don't want them to see. You might not want them to see your analytics. You might not want them to see, your budgets and all your stuff that's private. So you might only want them to be able to send text messages and email and ask for reviews and have the rest turned off. One thing I like is, and I am going to share a video, Karl, that all my reviews are immediately updated now on my website. So I'm not having to try and do anything myself. It's just organic. As I get a review, it just keeps it fresh on my website. And anything 6 months old kind of drops off because statistically, people don't give that any, there's no sort of authority anymore based on old reviews. They just want them all currently. So I'm just looking at it. Oh, would it be okay to get reviews from people you have trained? I love Eddie. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, Eddie. You know what I would do? And this is what I say to my students. I'm sure, Karl, you're on the same lines. There is no foul in, if you are all students in the same academy, UK Hypnosis Academy or Kinetic Shift or whatever you guys, trained on or in, to review each other in a legitimate way. So Eddie, if you've worked with me, one-to-one as part of the UK Hypnosis Academy, and I like your flow and your style, and you're not a scriptnotist, and you have a good approach to inductions or whatever it might be, I'm going to leave you a review. I think the difference is I'm just going to be honest with who I am. You know, I'm a professional hypnotist. I worked with Eddie, and I'm amazed at just how awesome your style and approach is. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's when they're all just like hokey pokey and fake that it is a bit of a problem. But as long as you make them legit, it's almost like giving other people some credit. And, you know, if you have a community of, I don't know how many subscribers you've got, Karl, but I know it's growing every day, right, on YouTube. But we have an ability to have the inside information here, that knowing that Google reviews are so important, that why wouldn't we want to boost our own, you know, boost our reviews up as a community? Just as I know that as we have our YouTube channels, we want to get more subscribers, right? We want to get more subscribers, more reviews, more followers. Why wouldn't we work together? We're all on the same team. So yeah. Kathleen, good. I'm not sure how to pop Kathleen's comment up there. But
Kathleen put, will this program be listed in the description? If you go to the followupspark.com website, so there's no gaps. I'm not going to put the thing back up in a moment. It's called follow.
Yeah, just followupspark.com.
It's followupspark.com, and then I'm not going to put it up. There's no gaps. I've done it because people are going, what's a follows and loves Spark last time? I was like that. No, it's Follow Up Spark, but there is no gaps, all right? And I want you all to please visit that and then go through the process and look at Richard's product, the one that he's looking at, and see what it's like for you, because it's something that I'm sitting down with Richard. I'm going to be implementing with the UK Hypnosis Academy, so then we can start doing that. But yeah, and you know, maybe we'll bring Richard over soon anyway. So Richard,
I have a 20-minute video just on reviews alone that I think will be really super useful for everybody. Kathleen says, I've received a few reviews. It moved me up to the #1 spot for a while. Funny, we're talking about this because I just sent a couple of emails last night to previous clients asking them to leave reviews. Kathleen, send text messages. That the open rate is much higher. So do, like with Follow Up Spark, you get automatic unlimited text messages, and just send that text with the link. Hey, do me a favor, spend 30 seconds to leave me a review. Much more effective than emails. Any tips how to study hypnotic inductions?
Watch my channel. Watch my channel, person. Jesus Christ, that's all we do. There's thousands. It's got nothing to do with the hypnosis induction. The hypnosis induction's a fucking myth. All right, it's a load of shit. Right, good. Guys, we are gonna have to cut it short. I'm really apologize, but like I said, look, I've got a member of staff here. Say hello. And basically we're in here at the moment. It's called Expert Empires. What I want you to do is I want you to go have a look at Expert Empires, by the way. You'll see this, and with Nick James. I'm there at the moment working on my business with Nick, and on a masterclass there, and they've kindly let me use their playroom. This is their playroom. That's nice, isn't it? I could say it's the academy, really, couldn't I? Not just say it's a backdrop, but it definitely isn't a backdrop, folks. It's real.
Like you're hiding. Why are you so nervous? Are you not allowed in there?
No, I'm actually on a course at the moment, Richard. It's just a case of I wanted to do this tonight for you and for everybody to keep the continuity going, but I don't want to be rude to the presenter that I'm in the room with.
You're a good man.
Also, as well, I could do with going to the toilet.
Eddie said, I signed up for Follow Up Spark. Super impressed. Eddie, we're going to get your website cranking. It's going to look better than Karl's by the time we finished. Right, Karl?
So, nice. Right, I want you all to go to followupspark.com. Really do. I want you to go to followupspark.com. Go speak to Richard about followupspark.com and then go from there.
I'll post a video for you, Karl. I'll stick it on your Hypnotic Mastermind, just the review video.
Yeah, brilliant.
Because it is good.
Guys, and if you're not, by the way, if you are not, don't forget, join Hypnotic Masterminds on Facebook. Hypnotic Masterminds, that's my group. Richard will be in there. He'll be posting some videos and stuff in there to keep you all entertained in the future. Like I said, my sincere apologies. We're only doing half an hour. I just don't want to be rude to the presenter, and I don't want to be rude to Richard. But even still, you've got enough information there to work from. Like I said, like Richard said, Google. Yes. You've got to get your reviews, get them in, get them done, because that's where it happens. You know, word of mouth. People look at it and then they'll do it. And they'll come look for your services. So, Richard, thank you very much for tonight.
Thank you, mate. Always
thanks
a pleasure,
very much for your time. I'll contact you straight afterwards. But guys and girls, those people that are watching tonight, thanks very much for watching. I hope you got something out of tonight, and you got an extra half an hour to go watch the football or something. Look at that. Aren't I so lovely to you folks? Guys, it's been a pleasure. Thanks very much, Richard, and I'll contact you later, buddy.
You're welcome, buddy. Take care, everyone. Let me know if I can help you.
Follow up, Spark, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, mate. Thanks very much. And don't forget, guys, go out there, practice. And when you finish practicing, go
Thanks,
practice
Shane.
more. Boom, boom.
Cheers, Eddie. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.